That's 0808-427-5464.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about asking for help. Why do people find it difficult to ask for help? Some people find it difficult to ask for help. Do you find it difficult to ask for help? What is actually wrong? Because like I said, as human beings, you never know. There is a time where you need something. Sometimes, maybe not because, you have always lacked something, but then you just need another human being. Like, I think that's a human thing that we actually cannot evict. But then there are people who actually find it difficult to ask for help. So let's talk about that today. Wandoo, do you find it difficult to ask for help?
Yes, sometimes I find it difficult to ask for help because I'm a kind of person that is independent. Like, I depend on my own self. Like, I'm used to working for my own self, like the things I want or need. So I find it difficult to ask for help even when it's necessary, when I don't have it at hand at that moment. I feel that I can figure it out. There is a way that I can do without necessarily bothering someone. Yes, unnecessarily burdening someone. So I feel that I can handle it. I can do it myself without like someone's help because I'm used to it. Yes, I've been solving problems myself, so I feel I can always do it.
Is it every time you're actually able to solve it yourself without asking somebody?
Well, it's not every time. Sometimes I need someone to help me. Yes, sometimes I need someone, a upper hand that has more experience or can solve it when I'm not able to do it at that time. So it's not every time that I can handle it or handle situations myself. So I need someone, but I find it difficult though because I'm used to doing it myself.
Felicity,
I think
do you find it difficult to ask for help?
Very, very, like most of the times, if not all of the times, before I ask for help, let's say like it's very, very hard. And
hello.
Good morning to you. The studio there?
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the show.
I am Engineer Thunder from local.
All right, thank you. Welcome. Let us hear what you have to say.
People find it difficult to ask for help because you don't know the reaction, the outcome of the reaction of the person asking him for help. You don't know, sometimes their reaction can be sarcastic, sometimes they disappoint you, and sometimes even they give you help. At the end of the day, they can use you to post that if you stop me, this boy or this machine at the dead body because of castigation of the alcohol or what people say later.
Yes.
And the people's reaction. That's why people, as much as possible, they want to go it alone. Unless when it is absolutely necessary. Because human beings sometimes they do a favor and they go about, messing up your name, talking, demeaning you and the rest. I think that is why people try to, as much as possible, avoid asking for help.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. The reaction that you're not you don't know what
the reaction is going to be. You don't know what
it's going to be. They can even use you and post later like, is it not me that's helping this one's life? Things like that. But sometimes it's not actually that deep. Like sometimes not even that much of a help that you can say, okay, this person is helping that person's life. Sometimes it's like even a small thing. But Felicity, you were telling us about how you find it difficult as well.
Yes, I find it very difficult to ask for help most of the times. Before, like when I actually do ask for help is when like I know that at this point I don't have any other option and I'm very desperate.
Hello. Yes, good morning. Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from and speak up louder.
My name is Jeremiah.
Okay, Jeremiah, could you speak up louder?
I'm calling you from London.
Jeremiah, your voice is very, very low and maybe you have to call us back. So try to call us back again. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about asking for help. You also can call and tell us, do you find it difficult to ask for help? Even time that that, okay, I actually need. It's actually maybe a simple thing. Some people, even with their own friends and even with their own family, sometimes they're finding it difficult to actually say, help me. Do you find it difficult to ask for help? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808-427 5464.
So Jeremiah, you can call us back and just maybe we'll be able to hear you better.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I find it difficult most of the times when I finally do ask for help is when I know that I don't have any options. I'm
Okay.
Are you
desperate.
there?
Yes, hello, good morning.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's Jeremiah.
All right, welcome to the show. Go on. Do you find it difficult to ask for help?
Yeah, I used to find it difficult to ask for help because I don't know one time that I asked for one of my uncles to give me 1 minute and call me.
Okay.
To give me, I wake up in the morning around 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
That place uncle. I have 600 naira in my account.
You have 600 naira.
In my account.
Hmm.
So if you can able to send me 500 naira, then I can use 1,000 naira.
Hmm.
Got angry.
He got angry.
Got angry.
Hmm.
That do I know whether I have up to that amount in my account? So from there, that's what it's called.
Okay, I'm finding it very difficult to hear Jeremiah, and that story is sounding very interesting. It's just that I don't know, maybe network, but his voice is way too low. But from the part of the story that I heard, he had 600 naira in his account,
Yes.
and then he decided to ask an uncle, you know, to give him 500 naira so he can be able to withdraw 1,000 naira. And then he got angry.
Yes.
Me, I want to hear the rest of the story. I don't know why the network is doing like that. But Jeremiah, you can still call us back, you know, keep trying, because that story, it sounds very interesting. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about asking for help. We are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, so you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Asking for help. Felicity.
So and the reason is my own reason for like being unable to ask for help that I find difficult is that fear of the reaction, like our first caller, Engineer Sunday said, is that fear of like, I'm just scared, like, okay, how will he react? Will he get angry if I like ask for help? Is she going to shout, or is she going to shout? Are they going to laugh and all of that? So I'm also like very independent. I always feel like, okay, I can handle the situation, or I can wait to solve that thing that Wandoo said. I just felt like she was describing me, because I always feel like, oh, I can handle the situation. So, but most of the times, I just need like somebody to help me.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm able to like handle it on my own, but sometimes I still need that assistance. But I always find it difficult to ask for help.
Even because
family,
of the reaction. And you
family.
see, there is something else that I think sometimes when you feel like the person will not have. I don't know if anybody has had done this thing before. Maybe you ask someone for something, you ask for help, you know, and then when the person refuses, you now say, oh, okay, don't worry, Seth, I even found it, like I've already done it. I don't know, so that it doesn't seem like, I feel like, okay, they are going to pity me that they were unable to.
Yes,
and I hate, you see anything pity, I hate pity. Whether walking on the road, you know, and then when it's raining, you find it's people like us that will not run when it's raining or anything, because I don't want anybody like pitying me or thinking that, oh, this person is suffering. I hate it so much. So, you know, maybe to cover up for them not being able to like help me at that moment. Now I have to say, no, don't worry, Seth, I even found a way since I just forgot to like tell you. So sometimes I feel like embarrassment also comes with it, like asking for help and then not knowing if somebody will actually, or me, if somebody wants to help me and they even have like an attitude, then that like you're finished everything. I'll regret the whole. So it's some of these experiences, just like Jeremiah started saying, for me it's now like an experience actually made it made it for him, you know. He started finding it difficult to ask for help, like something like that happened. So sometimes I feel like it's even from experiences, you know, past experiences, they have done
and
this.
then sometimes it can even be pride. Like,
Yes.
I don't want to see, I don't want
Yes.
to appear weak. What would they not think of? Would they think like I'm incapable of doing something? So it's most of it, sometimes it's actually pride.
Yes,
That
Okay.
pride
and
of,
like Jeremiah was saying, I think it's not wanting to be a burden.
Okay.
Like, because the first time he asked his uncle for money, like he was not able to give. So the second time he'll be like, I don't want to be a burden. Okay, I've been asking for money like 247 and I'm giving, and the person will look at him as someone that is a burden to the family. Yeah,
I don't want to bother
yes, I don't
him.
want to bother him. So it comes in the shape of like you don't want to bother anybody again. Yeah, I've been disturbing them, and I at this point I should also.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome back to the show.
Jeremiah, I'll call you back.
All right, go on. Let us hear that story.
So as I was saying, he got angry and called the call
Okay.
because I know that it's someone that I know that he have that money. So he called the call and he never coming back. I waited maybe that he will coming back. He's not coming back. So up to now I feel like this is 3 years ago. So I always feel like if I have somebody to give me a favor, I like that kind of amount or even more than that. If the person refuses, they kind of big shame on me.
Embarrassing.
So I find it difficult to ask somebody to give me something now.
Okay.
Even though I don't have, I used to manage.
Okay.
I will just pretend as if I have it.
All right. Thank you so much.
That is all my contribution.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeremiah, for calling back to be part of the show. Once again, he completed that. And just the way that we're saying, the way we were
Past
thinking that it is, you know,
embarrassment.
it happened to him. And then since then, you know, he said how many years?
3 years.
Yes, he has not been able to actually see it like that again. Like it's just something I could ask, because if it's your own uncle, I imagine someone getting angry and then hanging up, like
And
the way
not calling
the way
back.
I would so want to prove to that person that I later found the help that, you know, some of these things is when you think about it, you think about some of these things that makes it difficult for you to actually like ask someone for help, because you start imagining what will happen, and then people will tell me that I'm overthinking. I'm not overthinking. I know that things like that are likely to happen.
And sometimes you don't want to owe somebody. Like when you ask for help, in your mind you be like, I owe this person something.
I need
Yes.
to do something.
I need to do
pay
to make
back.
up. Yes, to make up for the help I asked.
Okay.
So you be like, I don't want to owe you anybody. So let me
Okay.
just find a way on my own to handle the situation.
All
Or
right.
do it myself.
Now, number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about asking for help. Do you find it difficult to ask for help? You know, you want somebody to help you, but that's something that maybe hardly comes out of your mouth. You're unable to actually share that. Why do you find it difficult to ask for help? Now, when we talk about help, sometimes it's not just maybe even the financial help, you know, like, of course, when you talk about help, like that's the first thing that comes to people's mind. But you know, sometimes it's not even that kind of financial. Sometimes maybe it's even like practical helps, like asking someone to help you and carry this thing, you know, maybe carry this thing from this point to the other. Hello. Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Hangeior.
All right, welcome to the show, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I didn't see anything bad in asking. When
Okay.
you don't have, you ask for a person you know he has. Even if sometimes you look at people you feel they have, and they will not have anything. But if you ask from them, they will tell you they don't have. So don't blame them. For me, if I don't have, I don't care.
Okay.
I ask anybody if I feel.
All right.
If I feel you don't have.
All right. All right.
And as well, I feel if you don't have, you come and ask me. If I have, I will give you. There's nothing bad in asking.
All right.
Because I'm not the type of my wife who doesn't want to ask anything from somebody.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for calling in to be part of the show. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Tortya
and Felicity Girgir.
and we are talking about asking for help. Why do people find it difficult to ask for help? Do you yourself find it difficult, or you're as bold as you don't find it difficult to ask for help? Just the way Emmanuel says, like he's not like his wife.
Right.
I
For
mean,
me, I find that like as a strength. Like
I'm sure it's actually a strength,
it's
to be
a
honest,
strength.
to be able to know. And for him, it's more like he knows that other people also, like, people have their own shortcomings. They have things that they will also need, and some of them maybe they might have actually been in that situation before. And I was talking about how help, sometimes it's practical help, maybe even work related help. Like, I know that, okay, this one, I want to relate that to the pride that you mentioned earlier. I know that, okay, this person knows something more than me, or maybe the person has a way to help me solve this problem at work, but then I don't want to go to the person, oh, this is okay, I don't want to use any practical examples, but like, how can I go and ask this person for help? Like, this person like she's younger than me, or this person is, or does this person, I don't know how to put it, but sometimes even work related kind of help, like, okay, maybe even this person knows more than you, but then you have that pride, the person understands the topic more than you, but then you're finding it difficult to actually ask for help. And okay, go on, you want to say something?
And I feel like sometimes this asking for help thing sometimes is people they know that, okay, I want to ask for help, but they don't know how to communicate. Like, I don't know how I'm going to communicate that I actually want. How should I tell this person that I need assistance at this point? So I think sometimes it's people
and you know what, actually, Wandoo, you want to say something?
Yes. I wanted to say something. Sometimes when someone asks for help, then they'll use this situation against them, like they'll be underestimated, or they think I cannot do it.
Okay.
Like, yes, they'll be looking down on the person. So I feel the reason why some people don't like asking for help is because they don't want to feel low, like someone putting their standard low, like you cannot do it, you're not up to this standard, you're not able to do it. So they feel that if they ask for help, they might get embarrassed or be looking low on, like looking down on. So they don't want to experience that kind of situation in which people will be looking them less. Yes.
Okay. And when we say actually asking for help, there are some situations that true some people, like the way that they ask for help, like sometimes you, as a human being, you can start judging, like, is it every time? To be honest, like there's sometimes you start asking, like, is it every time? Is it something like that? But then there are people that even simple things, like the simple things, sometimes not even maybe the embarrassing kind of help, but they feel like, oh, I cannot ask this. And Felicity, you were mentioning that some people cannot communicate that they need help. Do you know that there are people that just keep quiet and expect you to just
no.
Just like, as Emmanuel mentioned his wife, that now brought a picture to my head. Imagine maybe a wife that just expects you to know that she's in her mind, that she's expecting you to help her with this. I don't know if you understand. And some men can be so clueless when it comes to some things like that, like she wants to fix something like this in the kitchen. So every day, it's possible that the man is not thinking about it in that direction. So every day he comes to the kitchen, she's struggling with it, and just like thinking that normally his head should be able to tell him that, okay, something like this is going on, and then he should do it. So in that moment, she could actually ask for help, because she doesn't know if truly, like, he's just ignoring it, or
he doesn't just
and there are sometimes that you're able to tell that, okay, this person actually doesn't know, but then you're expecting they should just read your mind.
Should just read your
like,
mind.
If I'm standing here and I'm acting or I'm frowning my face, you should just know that this is what I need. Right? I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. Like, this person should just know that, okay, this is what I need at this moment.
People just keep quiet because they just expect, there's that expectation that they want people, like, this one, as I'm squeezing, the person should know that I need something.
Exactly.
That's why I'm frowning.
Some people are not used to asking for help. Like, they have been doing things on their own. Like, they have been handling situations themselves.
You said you're that kind of person too.
Yes. So they find it difficult to ask for help even when they need it. So they feel their body should be able to you should detect from their body language should tell you that at this particular time they need help, they need assistance. But for them to voice it out, to say, to communicate, is very difficult.
But it's not actually possible, because we are not mind readers, right?
Wait, is asking for help embarrassing?
It can be.
Is it something that should actually be embarrassing, or
It's
is it
not
just
something-
is it just people that are overthinking it? Like, is that not like a human thing?
I don't think it's something that should be embarrassing.
Okay.
Yes, it's not something that should be embarrassing if it's not 247. If you're not asking for help 247,
Okay.
but if you're asking for it 247 like consistently, that's when it will be embarrassing.
It gets
because
embarrassing.
yes, it gets embarrassing because
Alright.
you're always asking for help.
All right, it's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about asking for help. You know what they say about someone that closes his or her mouth, like it's possible that you might not get that thing you're looking for. Maybe just being able to have said, put in word for me, put in good word for me in that place, because I want to go to that place and I want them to have this good impression. Please do like this for me. I'm running late for work, please drop me off. You know that okay, that person is friendly and everything, but then some people cannot just ask for help, no matter how little. They find it difficult to ask. For some people, like we've been hearing, some people say experiences, embarrassment, scared of a reaction that someone else might bring.
Yes.
Do you find it difficult to ask for help? Why do you find it difficult to ask for help? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Now, do you people think that it actually affects people when they are unable to ask for help?
Yes.
Because Wandoo, you are the same. Felicity, you are the same. Does it affect you?
Yeah, are you not the same?
Me, I'm the same too. A little bit of the same.
A little, okay. Yes, it actually does affect, because imagine a situation where you desperately need help and you don't want. Okay, let me use a situation where somebody doesn't have food in the person's house, but they are finding it difficult to like ask for food. You are starving yourself because you are scared of asking for help, maybe because of pride or because you are scared of the reaction, or you are just embarrassed, like what would they not think of me, or would they start looking me less, like Wandoo mentioned. So it does affect a lot, because that help may be something that you desperately need to even survive or to even get opportunities, but you don't want to ask for it. So it does affect, because you will not be able to survive. Like, I don't know if do you understand what I'm trying to say? You will not be able
there are
to
some
survive.
situations that it's very important.
It's
thing
very
that,
important.
Yes. And then you are unable to like ask for it. Wonder, how does it affect you? Not being able to ask for help.
Well, one of the ways in which it affects me is the problem might arise, like it becomes worse. Like there's an instance in which I saw someone was sick and he was taken to the hospital. The situation it got worse day by day, and they were afraid to reach out to the friends and family members that have more money than them, because there was this feeling that they don't want to be a burden to them. So the situation got worse, and to the extent that the person died. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So not asking for help it makes the situation to get well. I didn't mean they asked for help from the relative or friends. They were willing to give, but there's this fear that they don't want to be a burden, and they don't want the situation to they don't want to use it against them. Like asking for help sometimes, people can use the help against you sometimes.
Okay.
Yes. So they didn't want them to be taken advantage of in a situation in which they don't want to agree in some terms.
So it lead to worse situation.
Yes. So it led to worse situation in which the person that was in the hospital needed to died.
He died.
Yes, he died. So I didn't mean they asked for help. The situation would have gotten worse than that.
And then relating it to what you said about getting asking for academic help, just imagine you don't understand a topic that you are being taught and you don't want to ask for help because of what would the person now think of me, or this person is younger than me, I don't want to seem like a dumb person or anything like that. When it's time to write exams, you know that you are not going to automatically understand that topic. So it's just you have just failed because you don't want to ask for help.
See instance of maybe you're new to it. Imagine you were newly employed, to somewhere, and then you don't have any experience, nothing, but because you prove that you're the alpha and omega, in your CV during the interview, you now refuse to ask the next person, for help. Someone that actually knows that, okay, this person, how is this person able to manage like that? You now refuse to ask from that because, okay, well, after proving everything, after everything, the whole me, I should actually ask someone to put me through on something like this. That person is not learning, so it's more like you're cheating your own self, by something that should have been maybe told to you. Someone would have actually been able to assist you, you know, at that point, but then you're not able to learn because, well, you don't want to ask for help. You see that particular one, it has to do with pride a lot, you know.
Yes.
For some people it's fear, for some people it's like fear, fear of judgment. How can you not know something as basic as this? You know, how can you not know something like that? How can you tell me that, okay, you don't know how to attend to customers, and you came to apply for like customer service or this particular thing? How can you not know it? So yes, even that fear of judgment. But guess what happens if you don't ask? Then it's possible that you never ever learn. You never actually learn that thing, and then you might even miss the opportunity to even learn it even later, because some people think that, okay, if I don't ask for this help now, another opportunity will somehow come to me, you know, and then I'll be able to go for it. But then you never know. I mean, when it comes to like opportunities, you never know when it's going to come again. If you're ever going to meet someone, you know, maybe there's going to be that should I say impact that will be able to like give you some kind of knowledge. Exactly. You never know. So you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about asking for help. Do you find it difficult to ask for help? Why do you find it difficult to ask for help? You can call in and let us hear from you. And how does it affect someone, you know, when you find it that difficult to actually ask for help? You can call in and let us know. And we're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say, just the way that Isaac Ondovihi is saying hello, good morning. Honestly, you guys are wonderful. So you can also watch live on Facebook and then leave a comment if you have something to say. We are talking about asking for help.
And then is it possible that one of the reason like people don't like are unable to ask for help is trust issues? They don't know like if the person is going to keep these situations private.
Okay.
Like, what if they share it?
Go and tell the whole world. One time, I saw Felicity, and then she didn't even have this shingbang. She didn't even have this one. Money. And then I was even the one. I wonder if I did not go there that day. You know,
how would she have survived? How would she?
You know, things like that can actually be embarrassing. Unfortunately, some human beings are like that. Not everybody's like that, but some human beings are like that. And I like the way Emmanuel says that he doesn't care. Like, if you don't give me, that's
for
fine.
Me, I wish I had care. Like
he doesn't care. Like, if you are unable to help me, like, that is fine. But at least I tried. I tried to like save myself. And you know this thing about asking for help, I keep repeating it because sometimes it's not just the finances. Like when we're talking, it's not just financial help. Sometimes it's not even something that embarrassing, but then people it depends on the person. We just take it out, okay, this one is actually embarrassing, or this is something that I would get judgment for, or this is something that later on someone will carry my name and go and say, okay, this is I actually asked for. Can you imagine that? Okay, imagine that you came in as the president of maybe this particular there's a particular association, and then you needed help with something. Okay, maybe to know something that you don't know, because even being the president, it's not like you know everything. Is there anybody that knows everything?
Yes.
It's not like you will know everything. And then because the rest of the people there, you know, you're the president, they are inferior to you. I cannot ask one person for help. Would it now be better for you to embarrass yourself, you know, in front of people, maybe speaking as that president, because you couldn't ask for help? Help me, how do we pronounce this word, or how do we, you know, how do we do something like this in a situation like this? What have previous presidents of the association, what have they done? But then since I am the president, you know, I know it all. My head is bigger than everybody's head. You know, I cannot ask for help. You can call in and be part of the show. It's 0808 427 5464.
That's 0808 427 5464.
So now the most important question: how do you ask for help? How do you ask someone for help, Wandoo? Because you said that sometimes you have actually had to ask, even though it's difficult for you, right?
Yes.
So how do you ask someone for help?
Well, how I ask someone for help, I do it like plainly, and I bring myself low, like down. I don't go arrogantly. I humble myself. like in a situation in which I need something and I don't have it, or I need assistance, being it in academics or workplace or any knowledge I want to acquire, I go humbly, I submit. Yes, I submit to the, whether it's authority or no authority, someone that I know that is more, it knows more than me. Yes, I submit to you directly. I want to acquire something, I want to learn, so I have to humble myself to get it, because if I don't humble myself, the result I might get, it won't be good, because I might be embarrassed because I want something. So if you want something, you must like humble yourself, go in a way, go politely in a way that you will not be disgraced. Yes, so if I go politely, there's this way that the person, even if you don't want, if you go politely and talk softly and communicate rightly, the person will consider you and render the services in which you need. Yes.
A wicked person will not consider you shallow, but like that's a good way to actually look at it, because there are sometimes that you actually go like that too, and you see that one of even going that politely. You know, one problem I have with it, like there are sometimes that after maybe going like that, then the person actually doesn't respond the way that you were expecting them to respond. Then it becomes something like you start feeling like you were pitiful. I don't know if that's just something for me. You start feeling like, okay, I was pitiful. See the way I was talking, you know, the way that you start feeling like, okay, I was pitiful in that, you know, in that situation. But you see that one of playfulness, right?
Yes,
that is something.
Yes.
I like the one of playfulness, but still that one too, it still depends on situation, because if you're asking for help with
depends
something,
on the person as well.
exactly, depends on the person as well. That playfulness is one other thing that people underestimate, because for me, honestly, I feel like that part of it, like even if you don't get what you're looking for, you can just, you know, wave it, or like it's playful, you know, just laugh about it, and then everybody has forgotten.
Every time. That's playfulness.
Everybody has forgotten about it. So Felicity, how do you ask for help?
The first one I would say is that playfulness that she mentioned. Even yesterday, I playfully asked my friend for help. So yes, I do that as well. And sometimes it's just like, just go out, calling the person and, you know, saying, I need this kind of help. Please, can you help me? It's just going politely and, you know, respectfully, like, oh, please, I need this kind of help. Please, could you help me? If you can help me.
And you know sometimes it's not call, but because you mentioned calling that person, there are times that it's here, like as you're sitting right here, you know that you have to actually talk to that person and say, okay, I'm finding it difficult with this thing. Can you help me? You know, how do you do that?
I'll just go to you, you know, sit next to you or stand, you know, and just tell you that, oh, I'm finding exactly how you said it, you know, I have this thing that I'm finding difficult to, I don't understand how to, you know, go around this. I've been thinking about this and I'm not finding the solution. Could you help me? Yes. So it's more of like,
and I think that mentality. Wandoo, say
yes. Sometimes you show appreciation first, like you appreciate the person for the things, even though the person has not helped you before, but appreciate the ones you've heard, like he has helped others. So when you appreciate people, I mean, there's this livelihood, like they become happy, and I know even if they don't want to do it, like there's joyous in their hearts. They feel that, oh, what I've been doing, others are also noticing and they are seeing. So if I do to you too, others will also see. So if you appreciate someone before asking for help, they may consider you ask a question. You told me that what if the person is what sometimes you be polite to somebody and the person will not still help you. And so for me, just knowing who you are asking for help, like know the right person to go for.
You cannot know the right person. You cannot know the right person to actually hack, because how exactly do you know who is the right person that you want to ask? You never know. And you know, sometimes even the unexpected person, you've been trying to lift this thing up because it's heavy, or you've been trying to get work with, you've been trying to get explanation or clarity with academics, and then the person that you think, oh, this is the person that would actually help me, or this person is calm, or this person knows a lot, and you'll be shocked that that's the person that will refuse to or we use it, and then I beg, if you don't understand, where were you when they were teaching
or the person will even ignore you, like totally.
Exactly.
To me before.
Yes, well, but sometimes you look at the person, like look at their behavior, how they behave with others, so you know that if you go, this is not a go area.
And now your turn. It's now your turn that the person will now
some
become.
People do that whole favoritism. Some people, but they'll be nice to other people, but when you reach your turn, They will not be nice.
So you know how you relate with the person now. You know how you communicate or relate with the person.
See.
If you have not been with the person, like if you don't talk to the person, but you just came out like, okay, can you help me with this? Can you help me solve an assignment or do you know that the person rejects you because you are not conversant with the person. You don't talk to the person. You don't communicate. You don't chat. Then when you need help, you now went to ask for help. So at that point, you know that this person might reject it.
You know that there are situations where it's not somebody that you know. Imagine being stuck in the middle of the road. You cannot call the person that you're relating with, you know, somewhere. Imagine, okay, you're around this place now, you don't know your way again, like you don't know your way, or you are in a new place, unfamiliar faces, and you cannot call the person that you know and you're familiar with to actually ask them for help. So it's someone that you don't know. And you know, a while back, a stranger actually stopped their car and was asking. The person was like, hello, like, can you show me? And I was with my sister, but the thing, you know that we not help that this one of the we not help him show him anything. And she immediately, my younger sister, she immediately pulled me back, like, I don't know that these days, even when you talk to, if you answer someone that is talking, like something can even happen to you, and you know, all those things if you answer someone that's and when we were going, you know, I ended up not going close to the car, and I just was the man. He just drove back, but fortunately he immediately turned to the church, like he entered the church. So I think maybe he was coming and there was near like an end, and then he didn't know the way to act, like he was thinking, okay, it's not anywhere nearby. But when he drove a little, he was able to find it. And I'll just say thank God, though, like the way I saw the disappointment, you know, on his face. And you know, when we were going down, I was talking about him. My sister was saying, let me go now. I should go, and it's not me that is the helper of all. I should go and show the man the road, and the man doesn't know, you know, all those kind of. She was just making fun of the whole situation. So sometimes, like, what I'm trying to say is that man did not know me from anywhere. Yes. Sometimes you're in a situation where you cannot call someone that is in another place. Yes. You can even be in another state, and then you need to just tell someone like, okay, help me. I'm trying to get directions with this one. And then, I'm trying to do this, you know.
And then, that thing, the whole thing you are also saying about somebody that you know, that sometimes somebody that you know or someone, and then I'm not trying to say like, yes, sometimes is depending on like the person that you are very friendly with, but then there are sometimes that even somebody that you are friendly with, you ask the person for help and the person will ignore you. Let me give an instance. Back when I was in secondary school, I had this one of my mates. She was in the same class as me, and she was very intelligent actually. So we were not like friends, but we used to see each other and we'll be like, hi, because she was even like in front of me. She was sitting in front of me. So we're not friends, but we're always like friendly with each other. So there was a time I did not understand a particular topic. So I went to her because, like I said, she's very intelligent. So I went to her, you know, asking for help. Like, please, can you explain this? And she just ignored me.
Okay.
Like she just, so it's more, and then she explains to other people.
Okay.
I don't know why
when you reach your turn and she now
I don't know why when
I
reach my turn she now reflects.
The reality is that like everyone is going to need help at some point in time. Like not even there are people that will boast like, what can I ever need from someone? There are situations like that you end up in that you will need that help from someone. I don't think there's anyone that can do everything, you know, on their own without needing. It's just that maybe they are not classifying some things under help. That is why someone will be telling you that I never need someone help. There are so many things, you know, that you can need help with, and then it should not be something embarrassing. Like, I don't know, it should not be something embarrassing, just the way Wandoo say, especially when it's not too much, because there's some help that you ask for and then it's more like it has become too much. Is it every time, you know? So it shouldn't be something embarrassing, or maybe sometimes you just have to save yourself, no matter how you even feel about that situation. You know what they say about, I keep saying that thing about a closed mouth. I mean, from the moment I heard that a closed mouth, you know, someone that doesn't destiny. Exactly, you know, it has stuck somewhere in my head. So that is it for the speed lane this morning. We have been talking about asking for help, and I've been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I've been here with
Wandoo Tortya
and Felicity Girgir.
Coming up next at 10 a.m. is King James 90s Top 10 here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Keep enjoying music of your life.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know.